The following Basic Techniques article is brought to you by Scrapbooking.com magazine from the October 2011 issue. Square One, Round Robins by author and artist Judy Kaufman. I love round robins, where one person starts a project and one or more others alter and complete it. Projects circulate from one person to the next and eventually end up in the hands of the person who started it. Some of them last for months, with projects shipped back and forth among a half-dozen people or more. But other round robins are more informal, with only a couple of participants. If you like the idea but don't know how to start, consider a two-person round robin and make the project a simple one, such as a card. If you can't imagine having your work changed by someone else, round robins may not be your cup of tea. On the other hand, they could be just what the doctor ordered, a way to get out of a comfort zone. This month, I'm offering 4 round robins as examples of how the process can work. Round Robin 1, Minor Alterations. My friend Denise makes elegant, understated cards. I, on the other hand, love to add sparkle to my creations. So I took a risk and altered one of her cards by adding a gold border and some orange glitter dots. I mailed it back to Denise, proposing that she continue altering the project. The card came back to me with fibers at one side and a lovely crumpled flower at the corner. The card had looked perfect when it began, but now it was really special. I made the final alterations in the 4th round. At the upper left corner, I added 2 leaves and tucked the stems under the flower. I darkened the hats, gave the ladies lipstick, added faux stitching, and highlighted the hat bands and hair with a yellow-gold colored pencil. Round Robin 2, Major Alterations. My friend Debbie and I share a fondness for ribbon and lace. In the first round, she made a 2-layer lace rosette, accented it with a button and 2 skeleton leaves and various other embellishments, all tied together with textured cardstock and embossed paper. My first impulse was to cut the card into 2 pieces, but instead I chose to enlarge it. I decided to do a total makeover instead of minor alterations. A package of glittery adhesive-backed gems caught my eye. One ended up on the button at the center of the rosette. 3 more landed on the button band, along with another button and a flat glass marble that already had blue pattern paper glued to the back. Purple and olive are one of my favorite color combinations, so out came embossed olive cardstock, which I sanded to make the pattern more distinct. Round Robin 3, Then and Now. Last year, I made 2 jack-o'-lantern paper dolls, unsure exactly what I would do with them. I found them in a recent cleanup and decided that they would fit nicely into this article on round robins, as long as I stretched the definition a bit. Instead of a round robin between 2 people, this one is between Judy of fall 2011 and Judy circa 2010. I still liked how the dolls had turned out, but felt that they were in need of more color, dimension, and sparkle. Round 1, Then. I stamped everything in black except for the pumpkins and the garland spelling out Trick or Treat. I chose embellishments in harvest colors to coordinate with the ink colors in the garland, pumpkin, and pumpkin stem. Almost all of these stamps have been discontinued, but you can get creative in making substitutions. Mix in some die cuts, stickers, and more embellishments. The size of your stamps will determine the size of the dolls, which can be hung from a fine cord or added to the front of a supersized card. Round 2, Now. I added a die-cut yellow moon behind each doll's head. I punched a bevy of iridescent bats and balanced each one on a sliver of foam tape. For added sparkle, I chose red glitter dots for the spider's eyes and used dozens more dots on the arms and legs. The final bit of bling, a few dimensional jewels. I then got out the markers and added spot color here and there. Round Robin 4, Major Alterations. Darla and I have been altering and returning each other's cards for over a decade. About a month ago, I drew a bizarre face on a postcard and sent it to her. She did some coloring, embossed it with a Cuttlebug folder, and sent it back. Around the same time, she made a card with a gold embossed tulip on the front, shadowed by a vellum repeat of the tulip. One morning, I suddenly thought that these images could morph into one. The top of the tulip looked like a crown. The leaves looked like arms. The strange face on the postcard could eat the canceled stamp from the envelope as breakfast. One thing led to another. I cut up the card front, added glitter dots and fuzzy fibers, did a bit of coloring, and glued it all to a decal edge card. A printable project card with instructions and a list of supplies can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you've enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. For more creative inspiration, be sure to check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.